The Civil War was over. Lincoln was dead. Southern states passed black codes. In response, in 1866, Congress passed the Civil Rights Bill to overturn Dred Scott and the Black Codes. It gave full citizenship to blacks. Next, Congress passed the 14th Amendment, which made all people born in the U.S. citizens, prohibited states from denying any citizen life, liberty, or property without due process of the law, and reduced representation of states that denied it. Meanwhile, the Ku Klux Klan, a white supremacist group that terrorized blacks in the South, formed. The slogan, 40 acres and a mule, was created in 1864 when the U.S. government settled 10,000 black families on abandoned plantation land, and many received a mule. Sharecropping was a labor system that created a cycle of debt. Landowners gave sharecroppers a house, farm animals, tools, and advanced credit to them in exchange for a share of their crop. Republicans passed Reconstruction Acts in 1867 and 68. It divided the South into 5 military districts subject to martial law. Areas could rejoin the U.S. if they drafted new constitutions, guaranteed black men's voting rights, and ratified the 14th Amendment. There were 3 main groups of Republicans in Southern governments during Reconstruction. Besides African Americans, carpetbaggers were educated, middle-class, white Northerners who migrated south during the Reconstruction, and Union Army vets who stayed behind. Many wanted personal gain, along with a desire to reform the South, and they played a big role in politics. Third were scalawags, native Southern whites, rich merchants, planters, small farmers, and pre-war Whigs, who joined Republicans to promote economic progress for the South. The Union League, a patriotic club for white middle-class Republican Party groups in northern cities, and a political voice and organizer for former slaves, demanded the legal end to discrimination and suffrage for blacks. President Johnson vetoed many acts and opposed Reconstruction, so Republicans passed the Tenure of Office Act to reduce his power and protect Republicans. It prohibited the removal from office of anyone appointed by the President, with the Senate's approval, until the Senate approved a successor. Johnson suspended Stanton anyway, but the Senate overruled it and voted to impeach him in 1867 for violating the Tenure of Office Act. His acquittal set a precedent that only criminal acts can justify impeachment. In the election of 1868, Ulysses S. Grant, a Republican, won with the wave of the bloody shirt war hero image, a slogan of just have peace. He became the 18th president. Grant was a Civil War Union general who won the Battle of Vicksburg, served 2 terms from 1869 to 1877, and supported Reconstruction and civil rights, but was tainted by a corrupt administration with the Whiskey Ring, the Battle of Little Bighorn, and the Panic of 1873. The 15th Amendment of 1869 granted universal male suffrage. No citizen can be denied the right to vote based on race, color, or prior servitude. Despite that, exodusters were blacks that fled the Deep South for Kansas in 1879 and 1880 due to racial oppression and rumors of making slavery legal again.